You will learn the process and technique for conducting an international marketing research, how to conduct an international marketing research. So in chapter 4, it involves key criteria for selecting a target country and provides you with different entry strategy for entering your target international market. From chapter 5 to chapter 9, you will learn how to plan a marketing mix for your target international markets. So let's move on with chapter 1, Introduction to International Marketing. So after finishing this chapter, you will be able to understand the benefits of international market and definition of international marketing. You will learn how to compare and construct single country marketing strategy with international marketing strategy. You can understand the scope of the international marketing tasks and different stage in the evolution of marketing across national boundaries. You will be able to recognize the importance of the self-reference criterion, or we call it SRC as a short form, and global awareness in international marketing. And finally, you will be able to understand the several types of trade barriers, free trade agreements, and institutions. So in order to kick off, I would like you to spend a couple of minutes to look at this table and then tell me what conclusion can you draw from the data in the table. Or you have a couple of minutes. 5 minutes? Is it okay for you?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay, 5 minutes. It starts now. I repeat the question again. What conclusion can you draw from the data in the table? Someone's trying to send me a message. How much? So, no. Okay. Oh. Any volunteer? Oh. Is there any volunteer to tell me what conclusion you can draw from the data in the table? Is there any volunteer?
Can I answer the questions, please?
Okay, go ahead.
So we can see from the chart on the screen that the percent revenue from outside the US of those companies in the US are like they have a large amount, like we can see here in, for example, like Walmart. The percent revenue from outside the US is 26.1%. That's like over $100 billion, almost equal to other companies below, like Ford or General Electric. So we can see that um, these companies are generate revenues for mostly from outside the US rather than inside.
Well, thank you very much for your answer. And it's a correct answer, but actually, you just realize one aspect of the issue. Okay. Anyone else? I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one bonus point for your answer. Thank you very much. It's correct, but it's just half right.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Okay, you're welcome. Anyone else? No one? Hello, guys. Anyone else? No? So quiet. Okay. So this is my answer for it. The conclusion is that going to the international market will, in many cases, help the firm increase its total revenue. Okay, I'm gonna take Intel as an example. Uh, let's see if I can write on the screen. I tried it before, but not this one. Let's get. I think this one. Boop, 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 boop. Sorry. Boop, 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 boop. Fish slice. Oh, no. So wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out how to write on the screen. I used to do it before, but not for this version. Oops, oops, oops. Um, no. Mm,
Could you try a whiteboard or Microsoft Teams?
no. Actually, let's see. Maybe I try to use the old version or PowerPoint. PowerPoint. So this is gonna be okay. I'm using the latest version, so maybe it's a little bit different. Open. Okay. Okay. Right. Oops. No. maybe I'm gonna use this. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm sorry for this technical issue. Can you wait for me just 1 minute? I'm gonna check on the Google to see how to write on the screen. I used to do it before, but I don't know why I have a problem here. So key to screen. Yes. Is the correct one. Oop, oop, oop. Okay. Okay. Anyway, do you see the mouse?
Yes.
Hello, guys. Okay. I'm gonna figure it. I'm gonna figure it out next session, but not now because I don't want to waste your time. You see the mouse here, right? Okay. Now let's take Intel as an example. So how many percentage that the Intel can get from its domestic market? Is it 15.6% here? You see, Intel. The rest of its revenue, 84.4%, 84.4% here, actually come from the international market. So that's the first conclusion. The second conclusion, going to the international market does not often secure an expected return on investment, as illustrated in the case of, for instance, like Walmart. Despite of its large investment outside the US, its generated revenue from the international market is not high, only 26.1%. You see it? So frankly speaking, the decision for going internationally is not easy peasy, and it requires a careful planning, including the international marketing plan. So, are you happy with my answer?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, according to the reverse line, there's no doubt that going to the international market will bring more opportunity than risk. And here are the key benefits of international markets. First is have the firm leverage operation on a worldwide scale, or we call it economy of scale. Do you need me to explain this term, economies of scale? Yes or no?
Yes. You can explain some.
Okay. Okay. Economy of scale. Let's see how I can explain it. I think it's someone here. Something here. Oops. Okay. Okay, got it. Now, boop, clear. Okay. Let's see if I can do it. Now, okay, let's take the vertical axis as cost per unit. Cost per unit. and maybe put it okay, and the horizontal axis as quantity cost per unit. So the higher quantity the firm produce, the lower the cost per unit. And the cost per unit will decrease until a certain point, which is called optimal point. So when the firm reaches the optimal point, the more quantity it produces, the higher the cost per unit. So it's look like this. It's going down until the optimal point, and then it's going up again. So this we call, okay, maybe I put it here, optimal point. This is called optimal point. So this area is called economy of scale. Economy of scale. And this area is called this economy of scale. This economy of scale. Okay, now I'm going to give you an example to explain this term. Guys, for example, like this, number of products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so in economics and marketing, the cost will divide, or the cost consists of variable cost and fixed cost. Variable cost is the cost that will increase according to the number of products the company produce. So variable costs. Variable costs. For instance, variable cost for producing 1 unit is $1. So this is gonna be $1, and this gonna be 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fixed costs. Fixed costs include the costs like administrative costs or costs for renting the factory or hiring administrative employee. Fixed costs. For example, like the company spent $10 for its fixed costs. $10, and for producing 2 units is also $10. 3 may also 10. But when it reaches a certain point, which is called optimal point, when it reaches its capacity, it needs to expand its capacity. For example, like the factories only be able to produce 3 units. So beyond that limit, you don't need to spend more. But after that limit, you need to expand your factory. For example, like build more factory for the production process, and let's say $20 in case you plan to produce 4 units, and this is also 20. Okay, I'm gonna put one more here, set, and this is also 20. So total cost, this is gonna be $11, 12, 13, 14, Oh no, I'm sorry. 24, 25, 26, and cost per unit. This is gonna be 11, 6. Oh, yes, 6. Um, 5, 26. So, what you're gonna see? The pattern of the cost per unit is decrease until this point, decrease here, and then it's increase again, right? So, do you see the point, guys? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
So now you understand why the company can reduce its cost before
Yes.
its optimal point. Actually, it can reduce, it can take advantage of the fixed cost to reduce the total. Oh no, to reduce the cost per unit. So is it clear now? Economy of scale.
Yes, sir.
Is there any question? No? Okay, good. Another benefit of international markets is to take advantage of the know-how knowledge, such as like knowledge of how to do things. For example, like, can you tell me who is the best chef over the world who can cook Vietnamese dishes? Who is?
Goran?
Christine Ha.
Pardon?
Christine Ha.
Christian Ha. So, where is this come from? Where's this come from?
She live in the US, but she might come from in the Vietnam.
Yes, that you got it. You got the point. So the best chef for cooking Vietnamese dishes uh, need to come from Vietnam. Vietnamese chef is the best chef to cook Vietnamese dish. So that's what we call knowledge of how to do things. When you compete in international market, you of course you don't have enough knowledge as compared to local competitors. Why? Because they are the ones who know best of their country. So do you got it?
Yes.
Okay. Another example for the know-how knowledge like self-cost or R&D. R&D is a short form of research and development. You can cut costs on research and development. How we can do it? For example, like you spend a certain amount of money for research and development in your home country, and then you can apply the same result from R&D to your international market. You don't have to spend another amount of money anymore. So you can cut costs on R&D. And the last benefits of international markets is to obtain the strategic value of the geographic location, like being close to the target market or the cheap labor forces. For example, like iPhone. So China is a big target market for iPhone. So in order to be close to its target market, iPhone build its factory in China. So you got the point, are you? Hello, guys.
Yes.
Okay. So now we move to the definition of international marketing. So what it is all about? International marketing. So according to Katera and his college, international marketing can be defined as the performer of business activity designed to plan, price, promote, and direct the flow of a company's goods and services to consumer or user in more than one nation for a profit. In more than one nation. So it's definition. So you study principle marketing before. The only difference between the definition of domestic marketing and international marketing is that in the later case, marketing activity takes place in more than one country. And this apparently minor difference in more than one country actually accounts for the complexity and diversity found in the international marketing operation. In single country marketing, for example, strategy development addresses two fundamental issues. The first one is called domestic market participation. And the second issue is to develop the marketing mix. The same two issues are at the heart of international marketing. You see, international market participation and marketing mix development. Actually, these two are the same. But what is the difference? The difference is that an international marketer must decide the extent to each marketing mix element, whether each element should be standardized or adopted. For example, like products in domestic marketing. So in international marketing, as a marketer, you need to decide whether you should go for product adaptation or product standardization. And similarly, price, you need to decide whether you should go for the same price for every country or you need to adapt. You mean adjust your price according to your target country. Adaptation versus standardization. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, let me give you an example for the product adaptation, like the case of Coca-Cola. So, have you bring? I mean, Coca-Cola entered the Chinese market near the end of the 1920s, and the translation of Coca-Cola into Mandarin, Coca-Cola, carry negative or even no meaning. Female horse fastened with wax. Do you know wax? The stuff to polish your shoe, wax. So, the translation of Coca-Cola carries no meaning at all. Female horse fastened with wax. There's no meaning. Is there any meaning? No. So co-marketing executives overcame the language barrier by using the phrase Coca-Cola, which means happiness in your mouth. So you see how Coca-Cola deal with the language barriers when it comes to China. Another example is Best Buy. And Best Buy entered the Chinese market in 2003, and the translation of Best Buy into Mandarin, Bai Xi Mai, carry negative meanings. It means think 100 times before buying. So, so if you need to think 100 times before buying, is it a good buy? No, no, it's not at all. It's not a good buy, is it? Best buy. Think 100 times before buying. Have you ever tried to think 100 times before buying something, guys? No,
Yes.
even.
It's
But
not.
yeah. So be aware of the language barrier, the language difference. Best buy. So now move on. So based on previous example, one of the key tasks for international marketers is to decide whether they should go for standardization or adaptation. Or we call it whether they should go for standardization strategy or adaptation strategy for their target international markets. So standardization or globalization means offering a uniform product or service on a regional or worldwide basis, or international products without local variation. Standardization. Okay, let me give you an example for standardization. Okay, take Dell computer model SBS13 as an example for the product standardization. So this model is standardized over the globe regardless of the country where it's sold. The one board Dell computer in Vietnam is exactly the same as the one board, for instance, in China or USA. They actually have the same design, same function, or even same price if you buy online. So that's what we call standardization. One for all, one size fit all. On another hand, adaptation focuses on the cross-border differences in the needs or wants of the firm's largest customer, or we call it international products with local variation. For example, like Pho 24. Do you know that, friends? Pho 24?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. It's another example for the broth's adaptation. A bowl of rice noodles sold in San Jose, California is less salty than the one sold in Vietnam. The price and the size of the bowl are also different. The bowl of Pho 24 sold in California is much bigger to be suitable for an American. And of course, they charge you with a high price at roughly $10 for one bowl in California. But so this is what we call adaptation, product adaptation. The products with local variation. Is this clear, guys?
Yeah.
Are you with me or not?
Yes. Stay with you on the right.
Okay, good. And now it's gonna be the movie time. So you're gonna watch this case as SBC. SSBC stands for Hong Kong and Shanghai Commercial Bank, and it's the World Local Bank. The slogan. So let's. Okay. So, what's the message that SBC would like to send you? What is its message? Anyone?
So we can see in the video the Western man, the foreign man came to a local restaurant in an Asian country, assume is in Hong Kong or something, and they, I think that is as a Western people, they uh, do not adapt to Asian culture, such as like their hospitality. When we finish the bowl, they coming up with another bowl just to fill you up. And
So, what is the message?
I think the message this uh, this HSBC banks is in local to everywhere in the world.
It's not clear. It's
Okay.
not clear enough. Anything else? That's it?
Yeah, I don't get any more of that. Yeah.
Anyone else who can tell me what the message is? What's HSBC trying to deliver, trying to tell you about itself? Do you want to watch this video again?
Yes.
Guys? Okay,
Yes.
one more time.
Yes. One more time to make clear the point.
So what is the message?
I think the message from this video is that and no matter who you are or who you from, SPC will serve you the best. I guess so.
You nearly get it. Congratulations. You got 1 bonus point for your answer. The message is that SSBC is a global bank, but it never underestimates the importance of local knowledge. So that's what the slogan is called, the World Local Bank. It's a global bank. It has many, branches over the globe. But it never underestimated the importance of local knowledge. And the Western guys stand for SSBC. Meanwhile, the Chinese people stand for its customer, and SBC trying to fulfill them, no matter what they ask for. So, okay, thank you. Shall we take a break for 15 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, we take a break for 15 minutes, and then we continue with this session. I'll see you in 15 minutes, guys.
Yeah. See you later, Doctor.
Let's go for a ring or some snack, whatever you want, and then we will back in 15 minutes. Mm. Slash.
I think you forgot to turn on the mic, doctor.
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry for this, and thank you for reminding me to turn on the micro. Okay, in the 1970s, the market segmentation argument were framed as standardization versus adaptation. In 1980s, it was globalization versus localization, and in 1990s, the fundamental question was whether the global homogenization of consumer tastes allow global standardization of the marketing mix. Or in 1990s, we call it global integration versus local responsiveness. So these are the different terms of standardization and adaptation. Okay. So as you can see in the figure, an international marketers going for globalization often look for global low-cost production and selling. Here, global rollout of concept and high speed and low complexity. Meanwhile, an international marketer going for localization often look for culturally close to consumer, flexible response to local customer needs, and regional and local market penetration. So since 1990s until now, standardization versus adaptation is simply not the right question to ask. Rather, the crucial question facing an international marketer is what are the most efficient ways to segment the international markets. And in case that a marketer combine globalization and localization, we use the term GLOCAL. GLOCAL is mean global plus local. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes. Yes, doctor.
Okay, so now I'm gonna see. I want you to see another video, a video case study about McDonald's foods throughout the world. And after watching that video, your task is to answer these three questions. First, would McDonald's refer to globalize or localize their menu across the world? And the second, in your opinion, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the above strategy? Finally, what are all the products or menu ideas do you think McDonald's could introduce in the Vietnamese market? So now, please watch. So, the first question, would McDonald's refer to globalize or localize their menu across the world? Is there any volunteer for the first question?
So I can go first.
Yes, go ahead. I'm hearing.
So to answer the question one, I think McDonald's refer to globalize their menu across the world.
That's it? Is it? Is it all that you want to tell?
I say it's all localize their menu across the world.
So which one? Globalize or localize? Or
Localize.
both? And you need to explain for your answer.
Because
You need
in
to tell us why you think so.
because in each country, McDonald's build a specialized food adapt to their culture and their food.
So which one you go for? Localize or globalize?
Localize.
Localize. You globalize. Okay. Thank you. See you next time. Anyone else?
I think McDonald's refer to globalize. The reason is because although they are from USA, but there are many signature dishes for people from other countries such as Turkey, Spain, or Indonesia. So I think they refer globalize.
So is there's problem in your answer, ladies? You choose globalize, but the way you answer, it means localize. Globalization means you standardize your products across the world. One product for every country. Globalize. Localize, it means you adapt to the local market. You change your product according to each country. Do you realize the difference between globalization and localization?
Yes. I mean, besides the signature dishes from McDonald's such as fries or hamburger, they also sell signature dishes. It means they don't
localize their products.
They don't only sell signature food for some particular countries, but they also sell the signature dishes of McDonald's, such as hamburger or chicken or fries.
French fries.
Yes.
That's what you mean. Okay, thank you. It's just half right, 50% right, and 50% wrong. Anyone else? $50-50.
I think McDonald's choose to localize their menu when across the world because they have to research like the people's local people's behavior of appetite, like which food they want to prefer. They prefer to have or in breakfast or lunch. A specific example that in the McDonald's joint in the Điện Biên Phủ turn around like vòng xoay Điện Biên Phủ thì it is like they have this special menus called phở burger, like the price is like 16. I remember like 69,000 dong. I ordered it to Now Food, and I think it's pretty delicious.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your answer. And what can I say is also half right. 50% right and 50% wrong. I have a question for you guys. I have a question for you. Okay, think about ice cream, burger, fried chicken, French fries. Do they serve the same ice cream all over the globe, or they try to localize every dish in their menu? Boo boo. Have you got me? Hello?
Can you repeat again once again?
Okay, think about ice cream, think about burger, fried chicken, French fries. Are those dishes globalized or localized? Globalized is it? But for some particular menus, they try to localize. They try to adapt to the local difference. So in this case, okay, my answer for this question is that McDonald's would refer to combine both what they call localization. Globalization plus localization. The idea for the menus is standardized across the globe, such as ice cream, burger, fried chicken, French fries, so on and so forth. But the ingredients are actually localized to meet the local customer taste. Okay, I'm gonna show you this one. This. I'm gonna play the video again, but now for a specific time. Oops. Okay, 1 minute 20. Wait a minute. Okay, this one. In India, chicken masala sandwich. So take the Indian menus in the clips as an example. As we all know, McDonald's is an expert in beef burger. The beef in McDonald's burger is like the weapon of a soldier. They proud of their high quality of beef. But remember, Indian, they think the cow is holy. Moreover, Muslims don't eat pork as well because they think pork is a dirty animal. So if McDonald's in India could not provide beef and pork, how can they provide a hamburger without beef and pork and still can expand? In India, what menu did they provide? The answer is that they're providing chicken burger. McDonald's strategy is to listen more to local customer than add on it. And this business model is called globalization plus localization. I mean, combining both strategy. Is it clear now? Guys? Hello, guys?
Yes.
So they refer to using both globalized and localized.
Correct.
Yes.
Is that what I mean? So, okay, let's move on. The second question. In your opinion, what are the advantages and disadvantages of the above strategy? Any volunteer? Anyone?
Let I have some words that about question 2. That in my opinion, the advantage of the strategies is the McDonald's can convey attract the customer more way. The food get more localized, so attract the customer way better. But the disadvantage of these strategies, they might lose their signature of their product, the product in the marketing mix, and they have to spend a lot of money on research and development the new product when they try to localize to adapt to the for the customer in their local.
Well, thank you very much for your answer, and congratulations, you got a bonus point. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Lee.
Okay, so this is my answer for the second question. The advantage of the above strategy may include the following, meaning the local tastes, and therefore there will be low risk for McDonald's to fail in the target market, and the consumer easily get used to this menu. Another advantage of the above strategy is to avoid the ethical issues such as beef burger in India. And meanwhile, this advantage might include the need for local expert advice because they try to compile localization and localization. In terms of localization, they need to ask for local expert advice. Because the local expert advice are those who know best of their local knowledge, of their local markets, I'm sorry. And another disadvantage is the need for doing market research to understand the locals, and thus this may be time and money consuming. So are you happy with my answer? Hello guys.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay.
It's quite clear.
And ECBC, the last one. What are other products or menu ideas do you think McDonald's could introduce in the Vietnamese market? Anyone?
The phở noodle burger.
Phở noodle burger. Yeah, this is the first time I heard of it. Phở noodle burger.
They
Yes,
already.
I do agree with you. Yeah, phở noodle burger is a good suggestion. So, why you think so? Is there any reason for it?
Because I think Vietnamese people love phở, and they love phở as the icon more than local food. So the McDonald's try to get localize their product to attract the love, the brand love for the Vietnamese for their brands more than to enjoy the food. I think so.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. And I'm gonna give you 1 bonus point for your answer.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lee.
Anything else?
I think McDonald's could introduce in the Vietnam market McDonald's burger with the PPQ pork, because
McDonald's burger with barbecue pork.
Yeah, because with the beef already have a beef pork in the burger, and this is with a high price to the Vietnamese to use. And Vietnamese is famous with the bánh mì thịt nướng and cơm tấm. And they already is popular to Vietnam with the PPQ pork, and with the taste of the burger, they will enjoy and try to eat one time.
I don't think it is a good idea. Why? Because McDonald's used to provide a pork burger before. It's not totally a new idea in this case. But anyway, okay, I'm going to give you a bonus point for your answer. This is not right or wrong. This is all about the creativity. So yes, I accept it. For me, in my opinion, I'm gonna suggest fried chicken with Vietnamese fish sauce. Have you ever tried fried chicken with Vietnamese fish sauce before? Guys, what do you think about my answer?
Have heard about that, but don't have a chance to taste that.
If I'm not wrong, I tried fried chicken with Vietnamese fish sauce before, but not from McDonald's. I tried it from Popeyes restaurant. Do you know Popeyes?
Yes.
Okay, another franchisor for fast food in Vietnam. Yeah, and it has one restaurant in District 7, and they provide fried chicken with Vietnamese fish sauce, and it tastes fabulous. You should try it sometime. Wait. Okay, let's move on. So from the previous video, there's no doubt that the environment. Sorry, no. Sorry guys, my little daughter. Okay, so there is no doubt that the environment factors such as culture could take an important role in developing the firm marketing plan. Unfortunately, we cannot change our external environment. Let's take gecko as an example. Do you know gecko? Guys?
Yes.
Gecko is a kind of animal in a tropical country, gecko. So what is its ability, gecko? Anyone can tell me? The ability of a gecko.
Like the gecko can stick to wall and climb.
This is like a lizard. Yes.
Yeah.
Another ability of gecko. Another spatial ability. What's it? Gecko.
It's change the color.
Yes. Exactly what I'm looking for. You know, gecko can change its skin, its skin color, in order to adapt to its environment. So okay, so you may ask, why gecko need to change its skin color instead of changing the external environment? Because gecko cannot change its external environment. So the only way for him is to change his skin color to fit into the environment. Do you know my point? Hello guys?
Yeah.
So the company or the firm is exactly the same here. A company cannot change its external environment. What it can do is to change its internal environment. So in marketing, we divide environment factor into two categories. One is called external environmental factor, and another is called internal environmental factor. Okay, as you see the mouse here. Okay, so internal environmental factor of a firm include firm characteristic, price, promotion, products, and channel of distribution. And these factors are controllable. These factors are the factor that the firm can change, can control for, can change. For the external environmental factor, we have foreign environment and domestic environment. In the domestic environment, we have political or legal forces, economic climate, community structure. For foreign environment, we have political and legal forces, cultural forces, geography and infrastructure, structure of distribution, level of technology, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And all of these external environmental factors are uncontrollable. Uncontrollable. The firm cannot control for external factor. So, do you get my point? Hello, guys. Hello.
Yes.
So, okay. So in marketing, the key task of a marketer is to align, to fit this controllable factor with the firm external environmental factor, which the firm cannot control for. So try to fit its price, its products, its promotion, its distribution channel to its external environment. Try to link, try to fit, try to align. So, and from this point of view, the international marketer's task is more complicated than that of the domestic marketer, because the international marketer must deal with at least two levels of uncontrollable uncertainty instead of one. Uncertainty is created by the uncontrollable factor here of unprecedented environment, but it's foreign, it's foreign country, like country A, country B, country C. Each foreign country in which a company operates as its own unique set of uncontrollable factors. So that's what I allow you to understand. The international marketing task is the most complicated task in marketing. So move on. So once a company has decided to go internationally, it has to decide the degree of marketing involvement and commitment it is prepared to make. So in general, one of 5 sometimes overlapping states can describe the international marketing involvement of a company, from domestic marketing to global marketing. Domestic to global. So now I'm gonna explain one by one. Domestic marketing, the firm focus solely on the domestic market. Their marketing, domestic here. So their marketing strategy is to develop based on the information about domestic customer needs and wants. And the orientation of domestic marketing is called ethnocentric. And the marketing decision is made at its headquarters. So the second stage is called export marketing. At this stage, the firm tends to engage in indirect exporting. Try to export by relying on export or trading company to handle their export business. However, products or service is still determined primarily by the needs of home country customer. in terms of multinational marketing, the firm develops its products or service based on local needs in each country. For example, international marketing here. In each country, like for example, like Vietnam, country 1, and Thailand is seen as a country 2. Netherlands, for example, can be seen as a country 3, so on and so forth. So the key task of a marketer in international marketing is to modify marketing strategy to develop and acquire new national brands and set advertising, promotional, and distribution costs according to each country. And this orientation is called polycentric. Focus on each country separately. And the marketing mix decision is made in each country. So in a simple form, you can say in each country, a marketer has different set of strategy for each country. For multinational marketing, instead of customizing each product or service to suit each country, a multinational marketer may group their marketing strategy based on the region. For example, customers within the Southeast Asia region may have similar tastes about the food. So popular meals in Southeast Asia usually consist of rice, vegetable, spice. Meanwhile, customers in, let's say, Europe have totally different tastes. And their meals should include French fries or bread and are not spicy at all. So in this sense, if your company is in food industry, you should probably have different marketing mix for each region. So is it clear, guys? Multinational marketing, we divide, we develop our products or services based on local needs in each country, in each region. And the orientation of multinational marketing is called resource-centric. And the marketing mix decisions is made regionally in each region. For example, like Southeast Asia here, European region here, Africa, another region. And finally, global marketing. It's quite similar to other states, but other tasks involved in global marketing includes coordination of marketing activities and integration of competitive moves. And the orientation of global marketing is called zero-centric. And marketing mix decisions are made solely with mutual consultation. I'm sorry. So, is there any question for this slide? Is there any question? Can you different between domestic marketing, export marketing, international marketing, multinational marketing, and global marketing? Can you? These are different terms. They are not the same. They are different. Domestic marketing is what you have learned in principle marketing. How to develop marketing strategy for a domestic market. Domestic marketing. For export marketing, we focus on the export. For international marketing, we focus on the differences between country, or we focus on each country separately. Each country separately. In multinational marketing, we focus on the region instead of a country. For example, like reason one could be Southeast Asia, because you know every country in Southeast Asia has the same similar taste for the food. So we can group this country into one group. It's called region, Southeast Asia, or country in Europe may have similar taste, like they usually have French fries or bread, and they don't eat spicy at all. So we can group country in Europe into one region. And finally, global marketing. We divide country into region, but we also coordinate marketing mix across country and region, and integrate sources and production with marketing, and allocate resources to achieve portfolio balance and growth. I'm sorry, this is the wrong typing. Balance. Okay, so is it clear now, guys?
Yes.
Yes, finally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we are studying in this model is called international marketing. We try to develop our marketing mix for each country separately. International marketing is what we're studying here. Okay, can I move on?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the primary obstacle to success in international marketing are a person's self-preference criterion, or we call this SRC as its short form. And SRC is an unconscious reference to one's cultural values, experience, and knowledge as a basis for decision. And another barrier to enter international markets is called ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism. And this is the notion that people in one wrong community or culture or country know best how to do things. So both the SRC and ethnocentrism impair the ability to access a foreign market in its true light. Okay. So in order to develop a global awareness, international marketers need to have tolerance of cultural differences and need to have knowledge of cultures, history, world market potential, and global economic, social, and political change. So beside us, trade barriers or barriers to trade are one of the major issues confronting international marketers. And they can be tariffs such as tax, or non-tariffs such as quotas or anti-dumping laws, so on and so forth, etc. Barriers. So and tariff barriers have reduced considerably in recent years. Now let me explain you the term tariff. Do you know tariff? Hello guys, tariff. Say tax is part of tariff. A tariff is simply defined as a tax imposed by a government on goods entering at its port, or a tax on import. Tariff. Meanwhile, non-tariff, for example, like quota is non-tariff, and a quota is a limit. A quota is a limit on the amount of imports that can be brought into a particular country. for example, like the U.S. may have limit the number of so many car import to 2 million cars per year. So the Japanese car manufacturer can export their products to the US below that limit. I mean, less than 2 million cars per year, but above that limit is not allowable. It's impossible because it's meant that so many car manufacturers cannot export their car to the US beyond that limit. That's why we call quotas. Have you got it? Quotas? Hello, guys.
Yes.
Quota.
Got
Okay. Any question for quotas?
So quota is mean we have to notice that about problem like you have give out example like the cost if the US has limit 2,000 cars to import per year, so the car brands from outside the US have to know that to not import more to their cars into the US market, right?
Yeah, you nearly got it, but okay. What is the purpose of using quotas? What is the purpose of using quotas?
To protect the domestic economy,
Exactly.
domestic industry. Yeah.
I gave you one point of spoil for it. To protect the domestic manufacturer. Okay. The US set quota to 2 million cars per year. It means that okay, you are a foreign car manufacturer, you can export your products to the US below that quota, cannot beyond that quota, cannot go beyond that quotas in order to protect the domestic manufacturer. Okay, and another term is anti-dumping laws. So what do I mean by dumping? Okay, dumping is when an importer sells a product at below average cost of production. Now, let me show you what does mean. This slide. No. Oops. Wait a minute. I'm going to show you what dumping means. I think this one, yeah. Okay. Let's say dumping. Okay. So this is the price. That was called total cost. Per unit and plus what interest. Okay, so this component is called price. So price consists of total cost per unit and interest that a firm would like to achieve. So if you sell a product below maybe I'm going to do this another way. This interest. This interest. It is total cost per unit. Okay, so let's say this is the price for a particular product in the market. So if you are a manufacturer and you're trying to dump your competitors, so you're gonna set your price below from here, from the total cost per unit, below the cost of producing a product. This is what we call dumping. So is it clear? The term dumping?
Can I give a
Okay,
specific example?
okay. Wait a minute. Try to set the price below your manufacturing cost. Factoring cost to eliminate your competitor. Okay, so now is it clearer for you? Dumping? Hello guys? Dumping is trying to set the price below your manufacturing cost to eliminate your competitors. And it's illegal. It's against the law. You know dumping? Hello
Yes.
guys?
Dumping là phá giá phải không ạ?
Exactly, phá giá. That's exactly what I mean. Phá giá, bán phá giá. Dump có nghĩa là gì? Ngu ngốc á. Trời ơi, định một cái mức giá mà cuối cùng là mình lỗ hay là mình lời? Mấy đứa? Dumping có nghĩa là phá giá, nghĩa là định cái mức giá mà mình cứ càng bán là mình càng lỗ. Đúng không?
Dạ đúng.
Vậy tại sao vậy? Mục đích của nó là để làm gì? Đâu có ai ngu ngốc mà để đi chịu lỗ. Mục đích của nó là làm gì mấy đứa? Là để loại bỏ các đối thủ cạnh tranh. Phá giá là để loại bỏ các đối thủ cạnh tranh. Và sau khi loại bỏ xong mình độc nhất thị trường thì lúc đó mình làm gì mấy đứa?
Điều chỉnh giá lại.
Chính xác, mình sẽ điều chỉnh giá lại. Và giá có giữ lại ở mức cũ trước khi dumping không? Không, giá còn cao hơn nữa. Các bạn hiểu dumping là gì rồi đúng không? Is it clear? Okay. And anti-dumping laws, it means laws to protect the domestic manufacturer and to what can I say? To punish any manufacturer who try to set the price as dumping. And tariff barriers have reduced considerably in recent years. Why? Is the reason. Is it the next one? So protectionism is the reality of trade, is that this is a world of tariffs, quota, and non-tariff barriers designed to protect a country's markets from foreign investment. Although the World Trade Organization, or we call it WTO, has been effective to some extent in reducing tariffs, countries still resort to measures of protectionism, and countries use legal barriers like laws or exchange barriers like currency differences and psychological barriers to restrict the entry of unwanted goods. Let me give you an example for psychological barriers. So the Vietnamese government usually say the slogan, Vietnamese people need to use Vietnamese products. And the purpose of using that slogan is to encourage the Vietnamese people to consume the domestic market. And that means the slogan will create a psychological barrier to foreign products, to international products. Have you got what I say? Have you got what I'm saying?
Yes.
Psychological barriers. Những rào cản về tâm lý. Ví dụ người Việt dùng hàng Việt đúng không mấy đứa? Mục đích của nó là gì mấy đứa? Là để tạo rào cản cho
Hàng ngoại.
cho việc tiêu thụ hàng hóa ở nước ngoài đúng không các bạn? Để bảo vệ cái nền kinh tế trong nước đúng không các bạn? Để khuyến khích người tiêu dùng trong nước sử dụng hàng trong nước đúng không mấy đứa? Và cái đó là cái gì? Đó không phải là legal barriers, đó không phải là luật. Mình đâu có dùng luật để mình ép buộc người ta, mà nó cũng không phải là extreme barriers, nó cũng không phải là những cái terrorist barrier hay là nó không phải là những cái terrorist barrier như là CORAS hay là anti-dumping clause hay là vân vân, không phải. Nó là cái gì? Chỉ về tâm lý. Rồi. And this video clip is about steel tariff toward China from the U.S. government. Let's see. Oops. So watch this clip. This video is about a steel tariff set by the U.S. government toward China, and they try to triple the tax, triple the import tax for steel as imported from China. And now you're gonna see how China, through Vietnam, steel tariff evasion.
Does the video have any subscription? Because I think the sound is missing in the video.
Oh. No, it's okay. Are you sure?
Yes, we didn't hear the sound from the videos.
From the... It's strange. For this one?
I think from up to now, anything from the first lesson to now, we didn't hear the sound from any videos.
Oh.
I thought that doesn't have sound.
Oh. Or what is the problem?
You need to tick to a computer sound when you say the screen.
Computer sound?
Yes, when you say screen on the button next to the left.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me try it again. Now I'm gonna stop sharing and share content again. So screen. And no. I didn't see any option for the sound. It's a screen surface display.
I take the photo on the message. You can check
Okay.
it. It go computer sound button.
Okay. It's my mistake. Okay, thanks for it. I didn't realize it. I think it's maybe we get back to this video next session. Is it okay for you? So now I'm gonna check your attendance, guys.
Yes, we got it.
Okay. Now wait a minute. I think more action. Now maybe I'm gonna use this one. Okay. No. Okay. According to the system, Nguyễn Thị Trung Anh.
Yes.
Có em. Oh, okay. Nguyễn Thị Trung Anh có. Let me show you. Ban Thanh